Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel Study Studio by Sajid. Today's topic will discuss about chapter 2 Ideas of Development, that is related to 10th class topic. So in this topic we are discussing about ideas of development. So actually what is an idea? Here I have written I in a stylish letter. Today, currently, we are following the Lucida handwriting, that in a cursive handwriting. So, this is known as different people will be having a different handwritings. So, here also we are talking about the different aspects, different things about what we are discussing about the ideas. Here, it related to different factors. So, in this topic, we'll discuss about a development. It is an improvement in the standard of living of people. So, development. What is the development here? Is the development related to human body parts? Is the human body parts are developing? No, we are not discussing about the development of human body parts. We are discussing the improvement in the standard of living of people in a specific country. We are talking about the specific country, and it includes the different kinds of factors that are related to money, such as wealth, and which can be an economic factor, and these factors are related to people, literacy, and which we can call as the social factors. The word ideas of development has various aspects, that is regarding the various people. And how do we get this kind of a connectivity of the word development? We can see with the different kind of angles, and all this can be having a different kinds of notice of different people. These are the some of the important headlines. So what is that? We'll talk about the ideas of the development. The first criteria is landless rural labor. That word landless, here we can able to talk about what is a landless rural labor. So here this labor is a landless labor. The word we can able to say that he is a landless labor. So he need a better wage, he need a better package. It means he need a daily job. So here what the labor is thinking, actually he needs a daily job. What kind of a job? It for the 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, and for the 365 days of time. It depends upon the situation. He is doing his hard work. So he is might be thinking that according to his ideology, landless labor is thinking that if I need a daily job, if I need a daily package, I can fulfill my life, I can fulfill my లైవ్లీహుడ్, తన బ్రతుకు తీరు తన చాలా బాగుంటుంది అన్నమాట. సో ఇక్కడ తన ఆలోచన విధానం ఎలా ఉంది, తను ఏమనుకుంటున్నాడు అంటే ఇక్కడ అందరికీ ఆలోచనలు ఆకాంక్షలు అనేవి ఒకేలా ఉండవు, ఒక్కొక్కరికి ఒక్కొక్క విధంగా ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. సో ఇన్ దట్ వే హీ ఈస్ థింకింగ్ దట్ he need a daily job. He is actually working. How he is working? He is working for 1 day or 2 days. If suppose think that he is working for 1 day and he is working for the alternate days, so what will happen here? This person will survive? No, he needs more than that work. He is thinking to be have a job of 365 days. That is a better package, that is a better wage, and this person he is thinking to have a better job or a daily job. At least if he is thinking to having of a 365 days of work, he can survive good and he can live with his family in a happy way. So this is about the landless rural labor. And coming to the prosperous farmer, what is the meaning of the prosperous farmer? Prosperous farmer is a dhanika raitu. So this farmer, the word itself indicates that he is having everything. Yes, prosperous farmer, he is not like a landless rural farmer, no. So he is a prosperous farmer, he is having so much in his life. But what is the main criteria is that he is having everything, so that he would expect his children to settle better, and if necessary to be settled down them in abroad, it leads to be a prosperous. So what is the meaning of that? Means this prosperous farmer is having everything. He can settle his children here to work in the fields itself. But what the thing is happening here? Instead of sending his children to the field work, he is thinking, his idea is totally different. Already have worked, already have already have grown up. But why I should send my children to do this kind of a field work? Why can't I send my children to abroad, and there it might be my children can settle down in a well position. So he want to see his children in that kind of a position, and it leads to a prosperous. And his children, rather than concentrating on the fields, what they are doing, they are going to the abroad, and on this in these fields, even if he is concentrated on these fields, he may get a better quality, he may get a better quality of the seeds, and he would get a better marketing, and all these things are the better for his development of a prosperous farmer. So instead of doing all these things, he can grain up here, he can grow up in a well position, this kind of a prosperous farmer. ఒక ధనిక రైతు తను ఏం ఆలోచిస్తున్నాడు అంటే తన పిల్లల్ని అబ్రాడ్ పంపించి తను ఇంకా సాధించాలి అంటే నేను ఆల్రెడీ వర్క్లో ఉన్నాను, బట్ ఇంకేంటి తన పిల్లలు ఈ వర్క్లో కాకుండా ఇంకా వాళ్ళని ఒక మంచి పై చదువుల కోసం తను ఏం చేస్తున్నాడంటే ఆ పిల్లల్ని వేరే చోటికి పంపించి మంచిగా చదువుకోవాలని ఆలోచిస్తున్నాడు. దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎ బ్యాడ్ థింగ్, దట్ ఈస్ హిస్ ఐడియా. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఐడియా? టు సెండ్ హిస్ స్టూడెంట్స్ టు అబ్రాడ్ to study in a good manner, to gain a good knowledge. Is it right? So this is one kind of a thing. That is a prosperous farmer. And coming to the industrialist, what is an industrialist? So here, industrialist and independent, he is thinking, here it might be a expecting of a better, well-developed dams. Here, industrialist is thinking that, what he is thinking to develop, he is expecting. What kind of expectations this industrialist would have? Is having a better, well-designed dams to get a better electricity facilities. Here, industrialist is thinking to have a large dams. But what is happening coming to the farmers of small land holdings? They are thinking that they are not expecting much big, larger dams. But what they are discussing, what they are expecting, that to have a small check dams. Why to have a large dams? Why can't we have a small check dams? So what is the use of that? Which will supply water to all the people. So here, industrialist is expecting a large dams, whereas coming to the farmers of the small land holdings, what they are thinking, they are expecting that check dams. It is having a check dams will be better than that, and it supplies water for with them. So here, we are thinking that industrialist, he is thinking good. What he is thinking, తను ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు అంటే లార్జ్ డ్యామ్స్, ఒక వెల్ డిజైన్ లార్జ్ డ్యామ్స్ కడితే వీళ్ళకి చాలా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది, నీళ్ళ కోసం తాగడానికి కానీ లేకపోతే వీళ్ళ ఫీల్డ్ వర్క్ కోసం కానీ బాగుపడతారు వాళ్ళు అనుకుంటున్నారు. బట్ వాళ్ళ ఐడియాలజీ బాగానే ఉంది. సో కమింగ్ టు ద ఫార్మర్స్ స్మాల్ ల్యాండ్ హోల్డింగ్, వీళ్ళ ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి, వీళ్ళ ఇష్యూ ఏంటి, వీళ్ళు ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు అంటే దే ఆర్ థింకింగ్ దట్ అలా పెద్ద డ్యామ్స్ కట్టడం వల్ల ఉపయోగం ఏంటి, దానివల్ల ఏదో ఒక ప్రాబ్లం జరగచ్చు, ఏదో ఒక ఇష్యూస్ జరగచ్చు. సో దానికంటే మంచి ప్లాన్ ఏంటి, ఒక చిన్న చెక్ డ్యామ్స్ కట్టుకొని వస్తుంటే, చెక్ డ్యామ్స్ కడితే మాత్రం చాలా యూజ్ అవుతుంది కదా. అలాంటి పెద్ద లార్జ్ డ్యామ్స్ కట్టడం వల్ల ఏదో ఒక ఇష్యూస్ జరగచ్చు, ఏదో ఒక ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ జరగచ్చు అని వాళ్ళు అనుకుంటున్నారు. ఎస్, అకార్డింగ్ టు దేర్ ఐడియాలజీ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో గుడ్, బట్ హియర్ హ్యాపెనింగ్, వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్, దే ఆర్ థింకింగ్ టు డూ ఏ గుడ్ వే, they are also thinking the good way. So quite opposite. The difference will not be say that. So the landless labor, they are thinking their own way, and coming to the prosperous farmer, they are thinking, he is thinking his own way, and coming to the development industries, they have their own things, and coming to all these criteria, all these people, and they are sometimes to be completely quite opposite to them. We are having the two hands. Fingers are different. Yes, here the fingers are totally different. But in the same way, we have so much of population. In this population, how the people knowledge is, they are same? No. If they are same, but their ideology is totally different. Some are thinking to do good, some are thinking to do bad, but some of them are thinking to good. But what happened here? Instead of doing good, something happening bad, right? So that is the different category of the ideologies, which the landless rural labor is having his own way. He is thinking that to have a better package for the 365 days. Coming to the prosperous farmer, instead of doing already he is doing his field work, he is a good big farmer, dhanika raitu. But what he is thinking? He is thinking that instead of doing my children in this field, why can't they go to abroad? They can settle their better life. So coming to the industrialists, they are thinking that to have a well planned, designed large dams. But coming to the farmers of the small land holdings, what their expectations, what they are thinking? They are thinking that if you have a check dams, that is possible to have a good kind of a water facility. And these are the people, how their ideologies are changing in their life. Right, we are discussing about the topic of what we have different types of goals, like different category people, where we can have seen that landless labor and like what the prosperous farmers, and moreover the industrialists and small landholding farmers, we have seen that, and how the people may have their different types of goals. And according to these goals, here we can see some of the more examples, like what a rural woman from a land owning family. So what does it mean? This woman, a rural woman, should think what she is used to think. She used to think that education of her children in English medium, in English medium schools and getting of a good more earnings from the land by giving it, and moreover it will be having a rise in income and development of children, a quality of good education that a rural woman she is thinking. In this way, this rural woman is she is thinking about herself. So this is a might maybe a different kind of a goal she had. And next coming to here, we have urban unemployed youth. As coming to the urban unemployed youth, what he may think of that more employment, like what more opportunities for the higher education, a permanent job, and having a self-owned home to live in, and moreover better salary and own house, purchasing of a laptop, cell phones, a stylish kind of a life he want to be, he want to live like that. So like that the urban unemployed youth will be thinking, he is having that kind of a goal. And a boy from a rich urban family, so how his desires, what he is thinking, what kind of a goal he have. Urban from a rich family, this boy is thinking that should be allowed to decide his career, or whether to go into a business or to pursue his higher studies. Already he is studying, but what he should think, whether I want to go into a business or I should pursue my higher studies, and going to the abroad, having his own car, house to live in, and this kind of a things this the boy can thinking that. So these are the rich urban family of a boy. He is thinking, he is having his own desires. This is one kind of a goal that the boy is thinking in this way. A girl from a rich urban family, so what she is thinking, this girl, she is having she is having her own girls. What kind of a goal she had? She gets as much as freedom as her brother, and she is able to decide what she want to do in life, and she is able to pursue her studies abroad. So she is thinking, her thoughts are totally different, that according to my brother, why my parents are not giving more priority than my brother also. So she is thinking like that, and equal priority should be given here, like along with her brother. So this kind of a goals that the girl is having. And coming to her, a person from the fishing community in the coastal area. So what kind of a person, like the fisherman, they will be thinking of. What this kind of a person is thinking, a person from the fishing, they want to get a good fishes every day and get a good rate to sell here. So daily he is going to his work, they are doing their hard work, and what is their goal? Actually now from morning to evening they are sitting in one place, they used to catch the fishes, and till evening they have to work very hard. So they are thinking that if I get good kind of a fishes, I can able to sell it in the market and I can earn good kind of a income. So this type of a goals that the fisherman is having. So these are the different types of development of goals, and in this category we are going to learn. And now we'll discuss about the whose development it is. Here we have taken one of the example, whose development it is. Actually there is an issue which was happened in the state of Tamil Nadu region. So what kind of issues were happened here in the state of Tamil Nadu is whose development it is. Actually the government as well as the government and the people who are living in the region of Tamil Nadu near the coastal region, they are thinking that there is an issue between the government as well as the people. So what kind of issues were taken place here? So here we can talk about one of the nuclear power plant that is known as Kudankulam nuclear power plant, and it is in the district of Tirunelveli district and in the state of Tamil Nadu here. So here what happened means, here the central government of India decided to go with a nuclear power plant project, and that is located in this region where it is a coastal region. So these people, which people? This Tamil Nadu region people, they are living near the place of coastal region. So actually they are the fishermen. That is a livelihood. వాళ్ళ బ్రతుకుతేరేంటి, ఎప్పటికీ చేపలు పట్టడం, లేకపోతే రివర్స్లో అక్కడికి ఆ సముద్రానికి వెళ్ళడం, ఏదో ఒక పనుల కోసం వాళ్ళు వెళ్తూ ఉంటారు అనమాట. సో వాళ్ళ బ్రతుకుతెర అనేది అలాగే ఉంది. బట్ ఇక్కడ ఒక డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఏం జరిగింది అంటే, న్యూక్లియర్ పవర్ ప్లాంట్ అనేది అక్కడ సెంట్రల్ గవర్నమెంట్ కట్టడం జరిగింది అనమాట. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఆఫ్ తిరునల్వేలి. దిస్ ఈస్ ద వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ టాపిక్ ఫర్ 4 marks question. So try to listen well. And these people, they have protested to stop making of this nuclear power plant. Why they want to stop? Actually what happened in the place, there is in the Japan, the place which we can say that Fukushima. So in Fukushima in Japan, where the nuclear reactors were to all the security as well as the environment that have become a big treat for this kind of a people in Japanese people. It executed, and that some radio elements were out of the control. So moreover the rich, and it's expected, the people, they are very tremendous, and these people, they are located in this region. They are located actually in this region. They express the dissatisfaction, and due to this, most of the environmentalists as well as the socialists, social activists, they came forward. So they are thinking, who are thinking, the people of the Tiruvannamalai district, Tamil Nadu region people, coastal region people, they are thinking, they are very dissatisfaction. Why they are dissatisfied? They are dissatisfied because the central government is without any security. They have started, without any safety precautions, they have started this kind of a nuclear power plant. It may have some kind of a nuclear power reactors may be damaged to the people who are living over them. Not only them, a kind of a toxic and some kind of a things. It may be a problem for the fishes also, and this kind of a problems they have faced a lot. And so this, according to these people of Tamil Nadu region, coastal region people like fishermen, for these people, the supporters like environmentalists as well as the social economists, they came forward to stop. They have supported this kind of a coastal region people of the fishermen, mostly like the local people who are living in the Tiruvannamalai district. And with this, they have objection. They have made the objection to stop this kind of a, to stop, and safety measures should be taken. So this nuclear power plant which was established, which was started here, and these people, they are thinking that to have a safety measures. So what kind of a safety measures to develop the country? And mostly the place of Japan has there is a big issue, and which was not able to control it. And how can these people, they would be able to make the this can be removed it. And this is the thing that the government will make, the government can stand that we are ready to make the safety measures. Is that government is giving any kind of a surety for this kind of a people? And every safety are sure in the central of the project, and the government moved with the head. And even though we got a large protest here, the people have made the protest to stop against the nuclear power plant. So actually this, the Supreme Court has acted for the safety measures to check thoroughly and gave the green signal. Now the central government is moving towards the forward, and this kind of a project, this nuclear power project, here the issue, we need the nuclear energy. Actually they are planning, the idea is good, central government idea is good. What is the good? What kind of idea they are implementing? They are thinking that it is an alternative source of energy that will be useful for us for the development of our nation. At the same time, people who are living over here, and the safety is the most important criteria. Yes, it is everything. Like if we are going outside on the bike, we are using a helmet. Without helmet we can't go. So for this kind of a things only we are using this much of we are giving most important criteria towards that. But the people who are living near the place, whatever they have to think about that, which should be taken care and by the government of the states. Let's hope this is done safely and executed safely by the central government. What we have discussed about the whose development it is, and what kind of a development we have seen. Actually it is a whose development it is. But now in this topic we'll have about the income and other goals. Now we are coming into the topic of the ideas of development, that is the income, right? Income and other goals. Till now we have discussed about some of the important issues, but here we will talk about the income and other goals. Different people have different kind of a criteria, different ideas. And coming to here, equal treatment, there is a freedom, security, respect, discrimination. So what are all these? These are some of the goals which how do we access the goals or the income of any person? Like what we think about the job opportunity, and suppose think that you got a job at two different places. So if you got a job at two different places, and let's take two examples, that when you get a better job opportunity with a less salary, the place which is near to your family, and we get the better package, and we'll having a very different place which is very far away, far away from you. And how to judge the issues, like when we get a job opportunity which is very nearby our family and place, or within our location, which will be providing, even though the salary package is less, or the wage, and that you are going to get a less wage, and which is provided assured that give the equal treatment. This is all nothing but we are taking the two examples. What kind of examples? That ఒకవేళ మీకు మంచి జాబ్ ఆపర్చునిటీ వచ్చి మీరు ఎక్కడికైనా వెళ్ళాలని అనుకున్నారు అనుకోండి, ప్యాకేజ్ చాలా బాగుంది, బట్ మీరేం చేస్తారు? వెళ్ళిపోతారు డెఫినెట్లీ. ఓకే, ఉంటారా? ఉండం. ఎవరికైనా మంచి ప్యాకేజ్ వస్తే ఏం చేస్తారు? డెఫినెట్లీ విల్ గో ఫ్రమ్ దట్. బట్ అట్ ద టైమ్ వాట్ విల్ థింక్? జాబ్ గురించి ఆలోచన, ఇక్కడ ఫ్యామిలీ గురించి ఆలోచన. సో వీఆర్ కీపింగ్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఇన్ అవర్ మైండ్. వాట్? టు సీ అవర్ ఫ్యామిలీ, టు షిఫ్ట్ అవర్ ఫ్యామిలీ, or to stay with our family. Why all these things will come in our mind? Definitely, if you're having a good kind of a job opportunity for the better wage for this kind of a purpose, definitely will change. You might may change to the foreign or any other district or any other state. You will change your place. But what is the thing is happening here? If you're having a good package, okay, then if you're having a good room over there, good location over there, but actually the thing what is happening here, equal treatment, is that equal treatment is there with that job? Do you have a good kind of a freedom over with that job? Do you have a security where you are living in that place? You got a job. Do you having a will you have a respect where you are living in that place while doing that job? Whether you are having any kind of a discrimination related to that job? So all these things will come our mind. You'll think that 40,000 to 50,000 if you're getting there, definitely will go. But after 1 month, there's some kind of a situations may change place. So unless knowing of the thing, we should not go to any other place. First we'll think that what we have to think that is I can secure, that is a good kind of a livelihood for me, that kind of a job is better for me or not, is that my family is thinking about me or not. So all these things keep in a mind first of all. Then after that, plan to go towards the job. Okay, you can get job anywhere, but what is the thing that your parents also may, some parents may say that, are you have studied a good graduation, you have completed a good post graduation, why can't you go to other places and you can be settled down? According to our family, what we are thinking, that we are thinking in a good way. Yes, we want to think about our family and we want to grow. So all these things are very, very important for us. So all these criteria will come under that, whether you are working in the freedom, security, respect, discrimination, all these things are available for you or not. So this might be thinking of that the other goals which are required for us to satisfy, and if they are not satisfied, we would not like to go to other job, because we at the end of the day we like to learn something from new jobs. When do we go to somewhere where is far away from our place? We would like to learn a new things, or which we will be added for your career, and it will be added for an objective for your career. But when it comes to that where these all are not meted properly, where do you face like all the goals, then you can't do the job properly and you cannot perform well also. So it is a better chosen not only income. So what we are thinking, we should not only think about the income, but what we have to think, we have to think about the other goals also. Okay, other goals, and has to be attributed, then only we can see the success in our job and in your career also. So we can see the comparison over here, that is according to World Bank 2012. So what is the comparison? We have seen the goals, we have compared the development of the different trends and their income as well as their goals, and now we can see that a country is a developed country or a non-developed country, and how to say that a country is a developed or non-developed country. And we can say that here we can determine the country's income as well as the wealth and all these things. Now when a person is rich, how do we know that a person is rich? And now we can see that the basic criteria, what we have seen is here the income as well as his comfort levels, and that comes under the next point. And how do we get the income of a country here? The income of a country is the total of the income of the individuals of that particular country is called the income of that particular one. And if you take the average, you get the per capita income, and it means per head, what is the income of the person, of the people of that particular nation, you get the per capita income, and basing on this per capita income we can assess that whether a country is developed or not developed. And according to this World Bank, we can say, we can compare, its comparison can be done by any two countries and provided by the statistics and by the World Bank, that the World Bank in the year of 2012, that is a survey according to the 2012, we can say that it has given a criteria. What criteria has given? That any country where income is greater than this country, the per capita income, we can say that the greater than it is 12,600 US dollars in the 2012. It means what? It is very high. The countries whose income is greater than 12,600 and US dollars, it is in the year of 2012. According to survey, the country's per capita income should be greater than 12,600 US dollars. So it is to be considered as a developed nation, and the people in this region were to be considered as their rich persons, rich people, or like a blessed before. When it comes to the income of the low category people, like what we have here, low income for the per capita, that is a less than 1035 US dollars according to a survey in the year of 2012. So that is a lesser developed countries, and it is the income divided or less than or equal to 1035 US dollars in 2012 survey. And so this we can say it can become as a US dollars, and it is a conclusion that PCI, per capita income, could be an important resource, or according to this analysis we can say that the point where we can assess whether a country is developed or not developed. And we can assume here, we can take one of the two important countries, whether developed or not developed. Let us have an example over here. So here we can say that the country, we have written country, and what is the monthly income of the citizens in the rupees. And what we have written here, country A, country B. Country A is what? One nation. Here country B is another nation. So according to here, what are these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the persons. Suppose think that these are the people, and whose income, this first person's income is 9,500, and coming to the second person's income is 10,500, and the third person's income is 9,800, and coming to the fourth person income is 10,000, and coming to the fifth person is 10,200. So here coming to this criteria of the monthly income of the citizens in rupees, we can say that, so here it is having a better kind of average. It is a better salary package which this kind of a people are getting over here. But coming to the country B, another nation, we can say that first person salary is 500, and come to the second person salary is 500, and come to the third person salary is also 500, and fourth person is also 500. And what is happening here, fifth person salary is 48,000. So what we can say that, is there any kind of a development over here in this country? We can say that is in a development? No. How it is a development? Here country A can says that here is a good kind of a salary package they are assuming, they are having. But come to the country B, what is having here? Very less salary, and the fifth person is having a good kind of a package. It means what we can say that here we are seeing that good security, freedom, everything we have studied in the topic. But coming to here, this kind of a package here, persons are getting a good kind of income. But come to the country B is having a very, persons who are earning is very less, and coming to the fifth person is having good kind of income. And we can say that here the country is a developed country, and coming to the B, country B is a undeveloped country. So we are consuming that country A and country B. So what is country A and country B? We can say that A having the per capita income, which is more. When come to the B, we don't have a equality. So which means that we don't have respect, we don't have any mutual concern. But coming to the per capita income, we can say that it is more, and due to it is clear that we have so that it's so many issues. But not only per capita income, we have to discuss the other issues also. So what are the other issues which can be concerned, which can be seen in the other states in our country? So these are the next we will have about the other issues. Here we can see one of kind of example. We made the chairs and we use them. And country with no rich and no poor, country with rich and poor, will you be equally happy to live either of these countries, or both equally developed? Perhaps some of us may like to live in a country B if we are assured of being its fifth citizen. But if it is a lottery that decides our citizenship number, thus perhaps most of us will prefer to live in country A. Though the countries have identical average income, country A is preferred because it has more equitable distribution. In this country, people are neither very rich nor extremely poor, while most citizens in country B are poor and more person is extremely rich. Hence, while average income is useful for comparison, it does not tell us how this income is distributed among people. So you can see the image here, how these people are sitting with the country A. Will be no rich and no poor. We cannot see the discrimination over here. But coming to the country B with the rich and poor, the person who is occupying the four chairs and he is sitting, and it means what? We can see the distribution among them. So this is one of the important issue we can see about the World Bank criteria. We will talk about the PCI, that is a per capita income per annum of selected states. So here we have three selected states they have given. What are they? Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar. So coming to the PC, that is a per capita NSDP. What is the NSDP's net state domestic product at current prices? They have given that 1,80,174, and coming to the Himachal Pradesh they have given 1,49,028, and coming to the Bihar 34,409, and here infant mortality rate is given per 1,000 2016. So what is the infant mortality rate here? Number of children who die within 1 year is known as infant mortality rate. And coming to the literacy rate, that is the percentage is given 2011. It is according to survey of 2011 only the literacy rate has given. What is the literacy rate? The child who is having about the 7 years of age can able to read and write is known as literacy rate. And they given the attendance rate, net attendance as a secondary stage, that is 2013 to 2014. And infant mortality rate is coming to the Haryana they have given the 33, and the Himachal Pradesh they have given the 25, and the Bihar they have mentioned the 38. And coming to the literacy, Haryana we have 77%, and Himachal Pradesh is having 84%, and coming to Bihar it is having 64%. And coming to the net attendance rate, in the 2013 to 2014 they have given that Haryana is 61, and Himachal Pradesh is 67, and Bihar is 43. So we can say that according to Haryana, here we can see the per capita income is 1,80,174. It is the highest level, and that is the per capita income. And coming to the Himachal Pradesh, here we have 1,49,028. So when it comes to the Bihar, so it is in Bihar we can say that 34,409. So we can simply say that the calculations of the World Bank we can simply judge according to that. We can say that Haryana stands at the first place, and when compared to the Himachal Pradesh and other criteria that we access here, that the infant mortality rate, coming to the infant mortality rate per 1,000 in the survey of 2016, we can say that Haryana is 33, and here when it comes to the Himachal Pradesh is 25. Okay, next we can say that it is coming to the Bihar is 38. To understand a country which is a state where it is a well developed, and which is having the highest per capita income, and why the children of age are less than 5 years, infant mortality rate is very low. And here we can say that in the Bihar, which we can say that it comes to very less, and so we say that it is able to provide a better hospitals for them. And moreover, that we can say that the Himachal Pradesh here, it is a better infant mortality is total very low, it is 25. And coming to the literacy rate, here we can say that in the 2011 is 84, and net attendance rate is 67. So comparing of all these things, here we can see only the income, not only the income, but moreover we can see the infant mortality rate as well as the literacy rate and attendance, net attendance. So infant mortality rate, the children are dying here, so it is very more. This Haryana is more 33, and coming to the literacy rate, the children who can able to read and write, that is a 77. Okay, good, not bad. But coming to the net attendance rate, it means what? Whether the children are going to school on time, the attendance rate is 61%. Okay, not bad. But coming to the Himachal Pradesh, that is 1,49,028 is the this is what income. But coming to the infant mortality rate, how much of the children are dying here? 25. Is very less, 25. And coming to the literacy rate is very good here. Coming to the Himachal Pradesh, that is a 84%. It means what? It means that the government as well as the people, they who are living in Himachal Pradesh, it is a hilly high region. But why here the 84%? Because they are concentrating more on education. Actually, the main thing, the main criteria, these people need the education. So in this way, the development is going on in a good way, like the literacy rate is 84%. And coming to the net attendance is very good here, 67. It means what? Again, once again, we can compare that regarding this situation, they are having the good education. So government is giving a good quality education in a free education, and coming to the childrens are going to school in a proper way. We can say that the best example here 67. It means what? It is a very good example that they are having a good kind of a net attendance rate. And coming to the Bihar, so per capita income is very low, that is a 34,409. And coming to the infant mortality rate, that is a 38. It is more. It means what? We can understand that there is no proper hospitals, there is no proper kind of a good nutrition food for that kind of a children. And coming to the literacy rate, 64. Okay, comparing to all this, 64 is less. And coming to the net attendance rate is 43. It means what here? They are not going to school a proper way, they are not having good education, actually they are not concentrating. What does it mean? So here not only we are saying about the criteria of the per capita income, but moreover comparing of all these things coming, these are the goals, these are the per capita income. So what should be addressed here? We can say that per capita income, that is income is not only important issue, but here we have to see that the other goals is also very important. And one more thing we can say that the facilities like Himachal Pradesh, here coming to all these states, we can say not only these states but also the other states, we can say that the money can't fetch you everything. Is money thing is everything for you? No. So comparing to the money, according to the other goals also very important for each and everyone. So this is about the important three of the states which have taken one of the example criteria for the per capita income as well as the other goals which are to be addressed here. We are discussing about the topic here, and that is the progress in Himachal Pradesh. So we'll talk about the Himachal Pradesh. Why Himachal Pradesh is very important? Why we are talking about only the Himachal Pradesh? Here, coming to the many parts of the country in India, we can see that girls' education is still given less priority by the parents as compared to the boys' education. And while girls may study for a few years, not completing their schooling. So actually here a welcome trend is followed in Himachal Pradesh. It is a lower gender bias, and for the Himachali parents have ambitious educational goals for their girls as compared to their boys. And in the age of 13 to 18 age, a group, we can see that the highest percentage of girls are completing they complete in their 8th class and they are moving to the secondary classes. So that it doesn't mean that we can see the differences over here in the state of men and women, but the differences are less compared to the many other regions. Particularly we can see in the state of the Himachal Pradesh. It means what? Here most of the women in Himachal Pradesh, it is actually hilly region area. So here we can say that moreover women are good qualified as well as they are having a good education. But coming to the here, we can say that even the women are thinking to send their girls in a high qualified manner, high qualified education. After the marriages also, they want to send their children to the jobs, not only settle down at home as a domestic work, but they are thinking that the women of Himachali, they are thinking that girls after the marriages also, they can able to send their daughters for the work, for having a good kind of a job opportunities. And it is one of the wonder that we can say that the gender bias in Himachal Pradesh as compared to the other states. And education, this can be seen in the other areas as well. And child mortality rate, that the children dying within the few years of birth in Himachal Pradesh is very lower for girls and than for the boys. And it is contrast for the other states. A major consideration, we can say that Himachali women are themselves employed outside the home, and women who work outside the homes are economically independent and self-confident. They have a greater say in household decisions and including children education, health, birth, upkeep, etc., and being employed themselves. And they are thinking that the Himachali women's mothers expect their daughters to work outside home after the marriages also, and schooling therefore come to the naturally and has become a social norm. So it has been seen that Himachali women have been comparatively high involvement in social life and village politics. Active Mahila Mandals can be found in many villages. So all these things we can say that the Himachali women are given more priority than the education and moreover the other goals also. And let us compare here. So this is the main thing that here Himachali women are given more important, they are giving more priority to the education. So here we can see that in the year of 2001 to 2011, how the females, the rate that has been very less here, that is a 67, and coming to the 2011 that has been increased, that is a 76, and coming to the males in the 2001 is 85, and coming to the 2011 89, it is increased. It means what? Here they are giving good preference, they are giving more importance on the education. And coming to the India, that in the year of 2001 we can see that the females rate is 54, that is very less, and 2011 that has been increased, that is a 65, and coming to the males rate, that is a 2001, that is a 75, and coming to the 2011 that is 82. By comparing the other states and comparing to the Himachal Pradesh, here the education is coming to the 2011 that is has been increased, that is a 89. So money cannot fetch everything, that we have seen in the previous class about the income and about the other goals here. So education is one of the most important weapon in our life, okay, that makes each and everything, as well as it gives more importance in your life. So this here we can say that the Himachal Pradesh women are giving more importance on education. So according to this, not only the state of Himachal Pradesh, that other states also have can be seen, that can be seen in a way of good literacy rate. So this is the topic about the ideas of development. So what is happening? We have seen that from the farmer, from the small farmer to large farmer, and the industrialist, and moreover the small landholders, and how they are thinking. And here the goals that the people will be having their different criteria, their different mindsets, that what want to do that actually. Salaries, they want to increase the salaries, they want to do the good opportunities of jobs where they want to be settled. If they having the good kind of job opportunities, then they will go to the other places, they can be settled over there. They will be having good job opportunities, there should be a respect, they should be having a good kind of a security. So all kind of a discrimination, all these things we can compare over here. And whose development, we have seen the place of the Tirunelveli district of Tamil Nadu region, how that people they are thinking about the nuclear power plant and what should be done, and whose development it is, and what will come with this kind of a development. And we can see that where the Himachali women, how they want to be criticized, how they want to do their actually what they're thinking, how their mindsets are today. According to this technology, so many things have been changed. So one thing to be addressed, that the criteria we want to know, that like Himachali women, how they are developing their children, in the same way all the women have to think about their children also. And today's scenario, education is one of the important goal for each and everyone. So this is about the ideas of the development, what we are thinking in a mindset. So whatever you are thinking, you should go in a good way, not in a bad way. So all the things may happen in a good life. So that is about the ideas of the development. So if you like this channel, please try to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.